Up here off Mulholland Highway in the Malibu Hills, you have the best of both worlds. Quiet, rural farm life combined with some of the best riding roads in Southern California. It's the perfect place to spot a brand new all-electric F-150 Lightning work truck. Speaking of all-electric, it's also a prime area to test out one of the most high-tech EVs on two wheels. And today, we're doing just that with the perfect guest.
Hi.
For over 20 years, Oregon native Katee Sackhoff has made a career of playing tough-as-nails, no-nonsense characters. From Battlestar Galactica to The Mandalorian, she's become a sci-fi staple with the fan base to prove it. And she's also a badass on a bike. Whether riding for charity or for fun, Katie's always seen cruising on two wheels.
Katee, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. That thing's nice. Very nice. What am I looking at?
This is a 2008 Harley Davidson Fat Boy.
Very nice.
The only thing that's stock on this is the engine and the front forks. Everything else is
Yeah, I'll take that.
custom. Oh, thank you. It took me many years to get it the right way, as you can imagine. I tinkered quite a bit.
Right.
If you want to check your makeup, you can.
Yeah, you know, that's my biggest, how I look is so important to me. Yeah.
Always the girly girl?
No, I wouldn't say you girly girl. Certainly not. Certainly not the Mandalorian character. That's not girly girl.
No, not so much.
Well, you
but
always play these kind of strong, tough women.
I do. You know, it's become my goal in life to give strong women vulnerability and actually make them very interesting.
I got something I think you might find interesting. Have you ever driven an electric bike?
Never.
These are a couple of Livewires built by Harley Davidson.
Wow.
Launched in 2019, the Livewire was Harley Davidson's first foray into electric motorcycle space. Despite its nearly $30,000 price tag, it surprised skeptics with its smooth ride and ferocious acceleration. And what do you know, Livewire has already been spun off into its own brand. Welcome to the future, and it looks pretty bright.
It's probably the fastest accelerating Harley Davidson and the quietest.
This is the exact opposite of what I wrote up on.
Yeah. You know, I think they're good-looking bikes. 0 to 60 about 3 seconds. You've got a range about 145 miles, give or take.
All right.
You can recharge in about 45 minutes.
This actually reminds me of a Harley. Like the controls and everything seem very much.
Yeah, it's
very familiar.
It's all very traditional. This is your throttle.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll find you'll reach for a clutch that's not there.
Even here.
Yeah.
This looks like where you would normally
see,
put
that's
your
your
gas
charging
in, right?
point. The really only drawback is the range. You know, you can't go out all day in it.
No, because I was gonna say, you know, if I get into a big pinch, I could siphon some gas out of somewhere.
Right, it's kind of hard to siphon electricity.
It is. It's a little hard. It's a little hard. Gosh, when it takes off, it sounds like a jet engine.
I know. They put a little bit of noise in it. I'm enjoying this thing. It's really nice to ride.
It's got a lot of get up and go.
Well, there's nothing faster than electric.
True.
And I'm sure this is faster, certainly accelerating, than any standard Harley you could buy.
Yeah.
And I think if you commuted like 100 miles every day, this would be a great thing to do.
No, I actually am really enjoying this. It takes the corners really nicely. You don't feel the bumps. You know, I'm used to on, at least, especially on my Fat Boy, every little bump in the road you feel in your spine.
Along with 7 different riding modes that adjust the power, the brake regen, and traction control, the Livewire also features RDRS, Reflex Defensive Rider Systems. RDRS helps the rider control braking and acceleration in not-so-ideal riding conditions. Hey, safety first.
But you know, the cool thing is when you're riding up in the hills and there's nobody else around,
Yeah.
the cops don't hear you coming, which is fabulous. How long you been riding? When did you start riding? What age?
So I started riding dirt bikes and things, four-wheelers when I was a little kid. But I started riding on the road when I was 24.
Oh, okay.
So about, you know, little over 15 years ago.
Right.
When I was on Battlestar Galactica, I became really good friends with Trisha Helfer, who also wanted to ride and grew up riding motorcycles on a farm. So we sort of dared each other to get our motorcycle licenses. And she went out one weekend and got it and bought herself a big, huge Heritage Softail. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're doing this. And we did a charity motorcycle ride from Los Angeles to Louisiana. And we raised money for the Gulf oil spill back in 2010, I think.
That's great. So tell me how you got Mandalorian. How does that work? Do they find you, or do you go out on a casting call, or how does that work?
So Lucasfilm was getting ready to cast the animated version of Bo-Katan. They thought about me because I'd played a female warrior on Battlestar. And so they hired me to play the voice of Bo-Katan, and it was only supposed to be like 1 or 2 episodes. And so I played the voice of this amazing character for 10 years. And when it came time for her to be made into live action, I went in for a meeting and they just offered it to me. So,
wow, that's great.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Right place, right time, and things just really worked out.
Yeah, and your daughter will be able to play with a doll of her mom.
She already does. We pulled the pop doll out of the box, the bobblehead, and she thought it was hysterical. So.
Oh, that's funny. There you go. Were there actresses that you sort of looked up to as a kid when you got started?
I did. When I was growing up, there weren't a lot of female heroes to sort of emulate. And I really loved action movies with my dad. He raised me on action and sci-fi. And so I always wanted to be Bruce Willis. I wanted to save the Nakatomi building. I, really, really looked up to him. But now there's so many strong women in film and television that now you can take your pick, right?
Well, I'm going to have to go back and look at my reruns of Battlestar Galactica again and check it out.
It's a fun one. That show has provided me so many opportunities. Like, a lot of pilots and military really like that show. And I got to go up with the Blue Angels, actually. That was really cool, all because of Battlestar.
Well, congratulations on all your success. It's really nice to see. Sounds like you got the perfect life, my friend, so congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have been able to do this with you. This is so cool.
Well, thanks a lot. Let's see what these things can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more clips, previews, and compilations of things we've done on the show. So check it out.